Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. This is the second layout that I'm doing in my Take a Sketch, Take a Collection series. And again, same sketch using the Echo Park A Dog's Tale. I'm kind of looking through there and I'm going to scrap those two photos. That one right there, the horizontal one is my dog's cuddling on the chair, and the vertical one is my old dog who is the pillow fort king of the world. I was cleaning house and I had all the pillows in there because my bed was destroyed. I was washing my sheets and stuff and doing everything, and I loaded the pillows up in there, and he decided that he was going to be a pillow fort king. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to cut this down, and then I'm going to gut the inside of it. I think I cut 1 inch to 1.5 inches off two adjacent sides, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it down and leave 1 inch border. It's pretty much how I ended up with so many scraps at the end of this series, because I have wrapped that up. I just haven't got everything posted. But I like the pattern papers so much that I would like to use them again. Now that red cardstock there that I'm using as the base layer, I went ahead and used that as a photo mat for the first layout, I believe. So now I'm going to go ahead and trim 2 inches off of two adjacent sides on this sheet. Because that is going to be the top, and that's going to cover up all those crazy holes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one lined up best that I can, and I'm going to put just a little bit of ATG there. Makes it a little bit harder when both of the sheets are gutted to do the strip all the way down, but I did like the placement of it, so I went ahead and worked with it. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3 sides. I'm going to get that stuck down and, get some of those stupid foamed out adhesive papers off there. Now I'm going to go ahead and get that one placed down. I'm going to get that on the first side, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the other 3 sides locked down. I do put a little bit more adhesive on this because there are so many holes in those 2 base layers. I'm going to get that all smoothed out. I am going to take this piece of random cardstock from a different paper pad and trim it down to an 11 by 11 size. Not that big of a deal. The only reason I'm doing this is I'm going to use this to back my layout to give it some thickness and sturdiness, because it's so many holes, and I will never use that pattern paper from that paper pad. My ATG, the tape ran out, and that's why I was using that little roll. But I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and break it now, because I'm gonna start another layer or another video and I won't have any. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a lot of adhesive down on this, just because it is the back layer, and I'm just gonna do it like that just to help my layout when it goes into the page protectors. I learned this little trick from watching Becky Binning on YouTube. She does it to most of her layouts. I do it to the ones that I feel need just a little bit more sturdiness. And my washi tape roll ran out as well, so I'm going to go ahead and get this other washi tape out. This is really what I use my washi tapes for, and it is too big to fit in my cheap little Dollar General tape dispenser there. So, not even Dollar General, cheaper than that, Dollar Store, my friends. And you're going to hear some loud booms in the background. It is the 4th of July when I'm doing this voiceover, so happy birthday, America, and stay safe out there, because, well, there's some big booms. And you know what? I don't know why they're setting off fireworks. It's still daylight. Can't see anything. So now I'm going to go ahead and look, because I need a fourth layer. I need a rectangle. So I'm going to do my handy dandy measuring. And I just basically use my fingernail, put a little dent into the layout, and trim at that spot. Scientific, my friends. Stick with me. All right, so on this one, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm going to move this over here because the last one I did in the exact placement, but I had also not overlapped it. I'm going to hang it over the 2 layers. I'm going to hang it off on 2 sides. I did not do that on the first layout. I pretty much put it inside the square. I just like all the little doggies on this one, since it's 2 different doggies, my rescue pit and my Lhasa Apso. I'm going to go ahead and matte the photos in this green because some of those little doggies in that last pattern paper that I put down, I lied. I'm going to go ahead and matte it in the blue. Either way, the doggies have on some blue sweaters and green sweaters, so I'm going to go ahead and get that down there. Now you are going to see a very fun little situation that happened to me. When I trimmed the photos, I didn't trim them to be exactly the same size. Normally I go ahead and butt them together and see that. I did not this time, so the top photo is a little bit bigger than the bottom photo, but I'm going to work with it. I'm going to add some dimension. I'm going to add some embellishments to cover that. Right there I just made some marks to be able to cut my fun foam because I can't cut it straight. So I just put marks to try to aim to. And once again, my ATG. No, I have not refilled it yet. I mean, I have since this video, but at this point in the video, I had not. I'm going to go ahead and use my Close to My Heart little tape printer. Put on my cheap fun foam that I get from the dollar store. I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to this. Make sure that it's stuck. I'm going to get out my T-square ruler because I can't do anything straight to save my life. I'm just going to see about hanging it over. I don't like that. I'm going to put it all the way on that piece of paper. And I'm going to smack it because you smack it to get it to stick, right? All right. So I'm going to take this frame. I'm using the non-decorative backside that you're not supposed to use because it was something that I got, Lord only knows where, it's been in my stash. And I thought, you know what? I'm never going to use this because it says souvenirs and it's brown and it's vintage looking and I don't really do the vintage. I am going to make it look like it's behind the photo all the way, which you guys seen it is not. I just use my T-square ruler to line that up. I'm going through my embellishments and see, I'm going to use that right there. Now I went ahead and used my finger so I could draw a line. One side I will put, so I'm going to just put some fun foam right there just so that it's even, so it's not a sloping steep of craziness. And then the other side will just go over the picture. But now, can't tell that the pictures aren't the same size. Go me. There's a sticker sheet. I'm going to grab that 12 by 12 sticker sheet and I'm going to look at that. I really should have used that a little bit more, but I've had these die cuts in my stash for the better part of 6 to 7 years and I'm using them. So I figured I'll use the older stuff first, you know, first in, first out type of situation. I'm going to go through these and find which ones kind of match the color scheme. I did lose some footage there. My son came in and started talking to me and I thought I hit stop when I didn't, and then when I hit start again, it was stop and I lost it. Go me. So, I got all kinds of little fun things on there. I've made a cluster at the top. I used the dots from the sticker sheet. Now I'm just adding in a couple extra things here and there. And I think there's not much more that I'm going to do to this. I do think I add enamel dots at some point. Yes, I went with the brown sheet, and I learned that I use this technique to store my enamel dots and gemstones watching Mercy Tierra. But go ahead and click that subscribe and like button below. I do appreciate you guys watching the videos. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave all questions and comments that you leave will be answered within 24 to 72 hours. I do appreciate and love to read from my subbies. And I think once we're done with this, we're going to be pretty much wrapping it up. Once again, thank you and have a wonderful day.